Well, look what we have here, Limbus Company. 45 seconds ago, LCB regular checkup, Buckgack, new identities, and ego preview. Now, it's a little bit later than usual when they post, but I'm on the money on it, or at least I'm kind of on the money on it. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that. We are here on the preview. Now, I forgot to actually open up the identities, but here we are! Let's start off right away as per usual, guys. Everything that I read out here and explain to you all is subject to change. If you're interested in seeing the ID in person, I will always be pulling on the day and using the identities on the day. You can ask my opinion there. So, let's begin. LCE, Ego AEDD Grogo. He is Charge, Rupture. Wow, who could have guessed that? I'm kidding. That's the simplest thing. He is Gluttony, Gloom, Envy. We very much, thumbs up that, so that was pretty good. Let's start with the skill 1, shall we? He's also a 2-pager. So, he's actually a 2-page. That is a lot of unused conditionals for a skill 1. Okay, let's have a read, shall we? We have 2 coin Gluttony Slash. Electric Release. On use, deal more damage for every charge potency on self. At X charge, gain coin power. Gain clash power for every charge count. At less than X charge count, gain charge count. Okay, so he gets a lot of charge count. On hit, first coin, gain charge count and inflict rupture potency. Second, gain charge count, inflict rupture potency. Very simple skill 1. Looks like it has a lot of charge. So, charge up skill? Anyway, yeah, charge rupture skill 1. There's nothing really special to it. I'm more interested in seeing what the ascended skill and the other skills are going to be. Here we have a 3-coin skill 2. This is Gloom. This is also Slash. I think he is Mono Slash. Yeah, he looks to be Mono Slash. So, what do we have here? DC Inversion. On use, deal more damage for every charge potency on self. On use, at X charge, gain coin power. At Y charge, convert the final coin into Unbreakable. Okay, they love doing this now. This is their new favorite thing in the world. The whole wide world, they're loving this. On use, at X charge count, consume Y charge count to gain base power. Now, obviously, he is a potency identity, so he wants to... No way I called it. No way he does. Okay, I'm sorry. I skipped too far. I'm sorry. First coin on hit, charge count. Second inflict rupture count. Second coin, gain charge count equal to charge plus blank, or X, inflict charge rupture. Third hit, inflict photo electricity. At X charge, inflict more photo electricity instead. I literally said he's gonna be like multi-crack Heathcliff. I have witnesses! Go to any of the streams when people ask me about my... Go to the teaser stream right now and look where I said. I said, oh, he might do something like photo electricity, or he's going to be like a charge support for his allies and they're going to gain, charge count, something. Yes! I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to mention that I work at Project Moon. I'm actually Kim Ji-hoon's right-hand man. I know, I'm sorry. I never told you all this. But it is true, and it is canon now. So, holy smokes, he has photo electricity. Very nice. If you don't know what photoelectricity is, guys, photoelectricity is when you hit the enemy, like whatever the number of photoelectricity is how much charge you gain. Charge count you gain, sorry. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's, that is going to be extremely useful. Especially for the fact that he's probably going to be consuming a lot of charge. So, yeah, incredibly useful. This is literally like multi-crack Heath's like best. Well, this is like one of Charge's best things. Anyway, very cool, very awesome so far. Pretty decent skill too. He has a, he consumes charge count. He has a little bit of rupture. It's probably -1 rupture. I mean, it's a charge rupture. What do you expect? For these charge identities, it's just how much charge they gain. So we'll see. He is obviously potency. We'll move on to skill 3. We have skill 3, 3-coin Envy, high voltage current discharge. Combat start, gain high voltage exoskeleton equal to charge. Before use at X charge potency, activate as maximum output ultra high voltage current discharge. Bro, Hohenheim, you do not need to label it that much, but whatever. On use at X charge, gain coin power. At Y, convert the final coin into Unbreakable. On use at X charge count, consume Y count and gain coin power. First hit is gain charge count. Second hit is gain charge count. Third inflicts rupture and rupture count. also inflicts photoelectricity. At X potency, he inflicts more photoelectricity. And then it looks like he inflicts charged sting equal to charge potency on self. At X charge, inflicts charge sting this turn and next turn instead. Okay, so we don't know what charge sting is, but it looks like he's going to inflict a lot of photoelectricity. Wow. Okay, that's really good. 2 skills that inflict photoelectricity. Yeah, this is going to be a charge. You know the memes I've seen everyone posting with like Ichigo, save the Soul Society, Ichigo Kurosaki. This is and I've seen the ones where it's like, save Charge Society, Hohenheim Gregor, AD Gregor. I think those people have finally gotten what they want. At least from what I can see here. So, onward to the Ascended. Skill 3, dude, it's so large. I'm covering everything. Anyway. 3-coin Unbreakable, maximum output, ultra high voltage, current discharge. Deal more damage for every X attack weight beyond the number of actual targets in a focus encounter. The part. Okay, so they're loving this new deal more damage for every focus attack weight. I mean, that's pretty decent. If it's like 20, 30, 3 damage per. At X charge, gain coin power. At X charge, count to gain base and coin power. If there are any remaining charge count, consume up to X charge count to deal additional charge count consumed plus times Y bonus percent damage. Okay. The first coin will inflict rupture count. The second will inflict rupture potency. And the third over here will inflict photoelectricity, inflict charge sting equal to charge potency on self. And then at X, inflict charge sting this turn and next turn. So this charge sting seems to be the big gimmick, and it looks like you can alter it to between this turn and next turn. So I'm curious what it actually does. We have this Ego Gift's defensive capabilities is uniquely superior, which is the block. Envy block, combat start, gain high voltage exoskeleton, gain coin power equal to charge on self, gain charge count, gain aggro to the skill slot. Okay, aggro to the skill slot, yeah, love to see it. He does have a little bit of aggro in the kit, so he's kind of like a tank. And that is this so far. So biggest thing so far is going to obviously be how much photoelectricity is he going to inflict. Bare minimum is 1, right? And if it's per charge, it's probably like 2 or 3. But anyway, you got to remember, even 1 photoelectricity is per coin extra charge. That is crazy for a charge identity. So he has 3 instances where he inflicts his photoelectricity. And what is this charge sting? So if we're going to figure out what all of this is, let's go to the second page. Oh my goodness, he's got 3 passives. Okay, of course he does. First of all, very handsome man over here. Boom! Undying Persistence. Gain 1 charge every time this unit consumes 10 charge count. Any charge barrier this unit gains is converted to high voltage exoskeleton. Ooh. Is that a W Corp Honglu upscale? Holy smokes. Does Yi Sang also do that? I feel like Yi Sang also has a W Corp shield. I don't remember. I know Honglu does. At X charge on self, he has a min and max speed plus Y, okay? In this encounter, when this unit takes damage that brings its HP down to 0, he gains self-charge. There it is. Self-charge equal to X plus the charge on self multiplied by Y. Ooh, so that's quite a lot. Multiplications. Whenever multiplications get involved, it's most likely like, maybe like ×2 or something like that. But, okay. I assume that means he survives extra turns. Let's go down to this. We have alternating discharge support. Turn start. If there are X other allies wearing Ego gear, including this unit, all relevant allies gain offense level up. I'm sorry? Whoa, he has the passive again? He has the 2, he gave him 2 passives? He has 2 passives? They gave him 2... Dante! Gregor, how come Dante lets you have 2 if X allies are wearing Ego gears, including this unit, gain X status effect? Also, he has a unique AEDD passive right here. Hold on. If this unit has less than X charge count when consuming charge count due to AEDD Gregor's Ego passive, on head hit, instead of consuming 2 charge count, this unit consumes X shield or HP to activate the Ego effect. This effect triggers only when this unit is at above X% HP. Okay, this is cool. He literally is actually exactly almost what I said. He was going to be a charge support identity who gives charge to others. He had photoelectricity. I'm just relishing in my 9,000 IQ Limbus Company brain. Anyway, enough self-glaze. Let's get down to the third passive, shall we? Oh my Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, alright. Take the lead. I'll provide you support. Combat start, gain charge count. Oh, okay. Yeah, just for free. Combat end at more than X charge count. Consume excess charge count up to Y and apply consume charge count to self. Charge count on an ally rounded up. Oh my god, he's literally the ultimate charge support. This effect prioritizes the ally with the lowest charge count among all allies with earliest deployment order than this unit. If there are no allies with the earlier deployment unit on the battlefield, or if this unit has X potency, deactivate this effect. Okay. So if he has a certain amount of charge, he no longer gives charge to allies. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 or something. At X, Gloom or Envy res, apply charge count next turn on allies with earlier deployment order than this unit. Hold on, the wording is kind of crazy. Applies on high resin between Gloom and Envy minus X allies in deployment order. At X charge, apply charge count on all allies instead. If there are no allies with earlier deployment order than this unit on the battlefield, gain charge count instead. Okay. Okay. Wow. Alright. So far, so good. You love to see it. I mean, what can I say? Except, you're welcome. Alright, guys. All of you charge believers, you have me to thank for this, okay? I personally willed this into existence just for you guys. Alright? This is goated. He essentially helps accelerate everyone's charge count until he himself is at a certain limit, and then he no longer spreads it. But at that point, you'll have obviously, like, assumed it, you know what I'm saying? Support passive, Defibrillation. Turn an X allies with the earliest deployment order, each heal HP equal to the sum of charge count and unique charge consumed by each of their own attack skills this turn, respectively. Another oh my goodness, dude, the charge support passives are eating good. Oh my goodness, they're eating like crazy. They're eating like Goku, man. What is this charge support, bro? That's like such a good, like, that's so good to have. I mean, it's just HP, but like free HP permanently? Maybe it's like a Gloom res or something, or an Envy res? If it's Envy res, that would be really funny. Might be Gloom res. Wow. Okay, I mean, not bad. Especially because, obviously, you know, charge identities have a, like, multi-crack. This benefits multi-crack. I mean, they consume HP on self. So, like, and then charge IDs notoriously, like, W Dawn and I think Ryoshu both take damage on their S3s. So, yeah. I mean, damn. Damn indeed. Not flippin' bad at all. Now, let me have a look at the things. Here is the photoelectricity for you guys. When this unit is hit, the attack gains charge count equal to the stack. I could have explained it way better the first time, but whatever. If the attacker has X charge count, gain additional charge count. This effect expires. Here is high voltage exoskeleton. Gain X times Y shield. If this unit loses X or Y shield, lose high voltage exoskeleton stack. Turn end, gain charge count equal to the skeleton. Gain charge count equal to high voltage skeleton. Both high voltage skeleton, exoskeleton, and shield gain from its effects expire. Okay, so if he has the shield, if he has the skeleton, at the end of the turn, he gains charge and he loses the effect and loses the shield. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you lose your shield at the end of the turn. Okay. Here's his charge sting. So what does his charge sting do? Take X% damage from skills that gain or consume charge count, including unique charge for every stack. The envy skills strengthen this effect and take Y damage for every stack instead. Lose stack at attack end or turn end after being hit by skills that fulfill the effect triggering condition above, excluding base attack skills that inflict charge sting. Interesting. So it's like a temporary buff to specifically Envy and Charge. But Hohenheim himself is not affected specifically with his skill 3 and Ascended skill 3. It is not affected by this. He doesn't lose the stack. I wonder how many stacks it has. Obviously, the Ascended skill 3 is going to have the most amount of stacks. Might be like 10 stacks. Maybe it's up to 10%. So you stack it up to 10 times. Or maybe it's 10. And you know what? It's probably, I'm going to call it max 20% damage, stacks 10. That's what I'm going to assume. 20% damage, max 10. For Envy skills, I don't know what that would be. Maybe 30? Kodoi? I got no clue. Self-charge. This is what he gets when he dies. Or when he activates his passive. Gain final power. Gain charge count equal to the stack lost. Lose X stack at attack end of skills that hit this unit. Attack end at turn end. This HP cannot drop below 1 before this effect expires. Oh my, wow. That's good over the source. Like, I can't even lie to you. Hello? That is gonna be really nice. I mean, he literally just turns in the shock. He literally turns in the shock set and it looks like he. Oh, hi, Gregor. It looks like he gains a lot of this too, because he gets a multiplier. So it's charge on self times Y. So it's gonna be like at least maybe bare minimum 3. But you attack, you lose it. You attack, you lose it, and to turn end you lose it. So if you do anything but block, you lose it, which is fair, I guess. You have immortality. Wow. Okay, let me just do a quick abbreviation on this. Pretty much, he's the ultimate charge support. My predictions for this on the teaser was literally word for word this. I think he's going to play like a multi-crack Heathcliff, where he gives charge to his allies, and he also has photoelectricity. So, yeah, he literally is the ultimate charge support. You attack with him, he gives charge. Turn ends, he gives charge count. Hit the enemy, he gives charge count. Use AEDD, freaking hurts himself to give you charge count. So really good AEDD work in there too. This, guys, might be the savior of charge, as the charge believers wish to say. I think they found it. Also, the fact that he has, can I just say, the fact that he has another, if allies are wearing Ego Gear passive, a second one, and this one gives offensive lob. I think the other one gives him defensive lob, is kind of really funny. But also, he gives it to everyone! He gives it to everyone. By the way, the only 2 charge identities, or the 3 charge identities that have Ego, is Red Eyes, Queenie, and Kodion. Those are the only Ego Gear that have, what do you call it, like charge. But it doesn't specify saying, like, charge. It just says if there are allies wearing Ego Gear. So you could bring them in, and have max offensive level up. I assume it's going to be maybe like 2 or 3 offensive level up max, I assume, and benefit from that. He's got a lot of speed. He has a revive. He gains high voltage skeleton super easily because he gets charge barrier. And you know what? W Korpong Lu upscale. Yeah, this looks good. This looks great for charge users. The charge sting, I assume, is going to be quite large. I mean, it's very restrictive, especially. You need to have potency, obviously this is a potency ID, to get the maximum benefit of it next turn. But he also has really high speed, so it looks like it's not really going to be a problem that same turn. Now what about Rupture Believers? This might be neutral, -2. This is probably -2 or -1. Sorry, this is probably -1. This is probably -2. Or maybe, I'm not sure. Or it's all positive. Anyway, charge rupture. Another charge rupture identity has entered the Livers Company, and it's more of a charge identity. Gosh. Also, yeah, this technically is infinite rupture count because it's a gloom skill, and his AEDD gives spark discharge, which anytime you hit him with gloom, you inflict rupture count. So, guys, charge rupture. Hey, count positive in my Limbus Company 2026. More likely than you think. You know what else is more likely than you think? Foul. Who's very, very pretty. I mean, look at how pretty she is. Just don't look over here. Just look over here. Just got her. Just don't look down there. She's so pretty. Aw, she's adorable. Anyway, what does she do? Now, she's a he. Okay? She is like the... she is... she is going up against Fluid Sac and Command Meltdown. But if you don't have Command Meltdown, then... hey, welcome to her second burn identity. Burn ego. It is Wrath, obviously. It is a 2 coin. Okay. Blunt Wrath. Before attack, gain final power for every burn on all targets and burn on self. Attack end, gain burn and burn count. Yep, I was pretty much expecting that. Attack end at X burn, she will gain wrath damage up next turn. Awesome. First coin will inflict burn, and then burn potency equal to wrath resin, so like Ishmael's. The second one will inflict burn count equal to wrath resin. And then after current coin attack, at X amount of burn, she inflicts embers on all targets. What conditional is after current coin attack? Wouldn't that just be after coin? Or maybe that is the correct one. I feel like I've not seen that one before. Anyway, we're going to have to figure out what that embers is, obviously. Here's a corrosion. It is a 3 coin. 3 coin, indiscriminate, gain final power for every X burn on targets and self. Gain burn and burn count. At X burn, gain wrath damage up. If this unit is missing X HP, heal SP for every burn on self. Holy shit, how much fucking count is this? Inflict burn count. Inflict burn count equal to wrath resin. Inflict burn count. Inflict burn count reckoned wrath resin. After current coin attack, randomly inflict embers between targets. Okay. So it's an SP healing corrosion. But you have to be at a certain HP. So it doesn't kill you. Okay, so this Faust does not explode, guys. This Faust does not explode. At least so far, so good. Let's have a look over here at our ego passive. Sorry. Unsnuffed embers. This effect triggers immediately after using the ego skill. What? For every burn on self, increase the burn potency inflicted on enemies with this unit's base attack skills effects on the coin. Oh. Really? When this unit uses ABS max attunement to greater corrosion, it does not die at skill attack N. Instead, heal HP and gain blunt damage up and wrath damage up next turn. You hear that sigh? Oh, word for word, pretty much told exactly what the ego was going to do. Give burn to herself and make it so she doesn't die. Now, I know everyone said that, but I said it live, so it's different. That was me sticking my tongue out at you. But this is good. Awesome. Amazing. Also, she does inflicts more burn, which is great. More burn potency for Faust. W. She gains blunt wrath damage up too. I wasn't expecting a little bonus. Right? I was not expecting a little bonus. But she does get a free revive. And more burn. Now, what does the embers do? This is what I'm curious about. If this unit has burn, lose embers count when hit by a skill that inflicts burn potency, count, or burn. Okay? If this unit does not have burn, reset count when hit by a skill that inflicts burn, count, or burn. What? At X count, activate the following effect. Activate burn on self and lose burn count. Lose ember potency. At Y remaining potency, reset the ember count. Is this like Solemn Lament Yisang's ammo? Living in the Dead, or whatever it's called. The Living in Spaghetti, I don't know. If this unit has burn, okay, if you have burn on the target, they lose count when hit by a skill that inflicts burn. If they don't have burn, it resets the count when hit by things that inflict burn. At a certain amount of count, you will activate burn on the target. This is lose ember potency. At remaining ember potency, reset ember count. How do you get ember potency, though? Or am I just stupid? It just says embers and it just says embers. Maybe it's like, it's both. It just doesn't say both. Maybe it's like 3, 3. And then the count goes down, but it stays at a potency. And then every time you activate the effect, it loses it. So it would be like, okay, so think about it like this. You use Awakening, it inflicts 3 embers, 3 potency, 3 count. When you hit with burn, so say they already have burn on them, it will go 3 count, then 2 count, then 1 count. Then at 0 count, it pops. You lose 1 potency, making it 2 potency, and then it resets back to 3 count. And then you do that, and then that's when the effect expires, essentially giving you multiple burn procs by just existing with burn. That sounds like a really quick way to proc burn. And I believe in the Awakening, it says it just hits everyone. Yeah, so this is obviously wait. This should be attack weight, right? I'm pretty sure it's... No, it is attack weight. Yeah, the if I remember correctly, it was 3 attack weight on the teaser, and then I think 5 attack weight on the corrosion. So this one inflicts on all targets, but it has to be a certain burn. And this one randomly inflicts embers. So maybe this one gives you more? Or can potentially give you more, especially with the bazillion count. Okay, first of all, when are you going to use this ego? You're going to use this ego if you're using a burn identity for Faust. That's pretty much it. That is his ego's purpose. That's it. This is not the competing with Fluid Sac. There is no competition. You do not use this. There is no... If you're using this, you are not in a position to... You are not using Fluid Sac in the first place. If you're using Fluid Sac, you are not using this in the first place. She has 1 burn identity. It is ABS. And technically 2 if you count... No, there is no 2. You don't count 9-2 Faust. Who counts 9-2 Faust? No one counts 9-2 Faust. 1 burn identity. It's ABS. You want to do with ABS? You want Mouse to explode. Okay? I know a lot of people want to make Mouse explode. But that's what you want to do. And this makes it so that she explodes and doesn't die. So you get 2 explosions, which is good, because her explosion does end up doing a lot of damage if you feel it, and she'll have max, conditional, she'll have like 1 HP, she'll have blunt damage up, she'll have the wrath damage up. One might even say it's simply incredible. And that's it. I have nothing else to say. I think this is nice. I really like the Gregor. I'm excited to talk about that on stream. If you guys want to obviously see me talk about it more, we'll be talking about it on stream, and you'll also get to hear me gloat to myself even more. So, thank you so much, guys. Hope you enjoy. See you on the stream tonight. Goodbye.